Have you thought about how you're going to be decorating for Valentine's Day? Are you going all out love? Or do you want to play things with a little more subtlety? Watch on to the end of the video and I'll show you 7 ways you can decorate your home this Valentine's Day using things you might already have at home. Number 1, Christmas decorations. Have you put all your Christmas decorations away? I must admit I haven't, and this is one of the projects we made in my Christmas Zoom flower classes. When I was decorating for Christmas, I didn't want to go full on overboard Father Christmases everywhere. I wanted to be a little bit more subtle about the season. And this is why I went with reds and whites for my Christmas decorations. So there are some Christmas baubles in there, but when you look at it, it just looks like a lovely, sophisticated candle. I've got this candle set up on a glass candlestick on my mantelpiece, and then I've added in a couple of pastry cutters in heart shapes, so it does really sing to the theme of the moment. And a bonus tip here, next time you're out in a charity shop, why not look for some heart-shaped biscuit or pastry cutters. So these ones are red and they're hearts. You can get them in metal as well. So I look for these all year round. So even if it's November or the middle of the summer, if it's a heart shape and you like it, buy it and then put it away until you can use it in February. And then how about treating yourself to a nice cup of tea? So this is another charity shop find, and I keep it packed away for 11 months of the year, and it just comes out for the month of love. It's not got any tea inside it at the moment. It's actually got some more Christmas decorations. And a top tip for you, if you're looking for Christmas baubles and Christmas decorations, make sure you check out the sales in January. So I bought these in the January sales, probably almost 10 years ago. And what I like to do is to hang the pink hearts up on a peg rail in my kitchen. Now, as you can see, I've got my springtime throw over my chair. But I remembered at the weekend that I've actually got a heart-shaped throw. Well, a throw with heart motifs on it. And this was a gift for my daughter from a friend when she was a newborn. So it's been packed away for ages. But to ring out the changes, I could switch out my springtime throw and use the hearts instead. What about making a gift of spring flowering bulbs? So in here are some white grape hyacinths all ready to be planted out. And on the subject of spring flowering bulbs, I've got this little dish here, a little heart-shaped dish, a trinket dish. And what I've done is taken some of the moss left over from my Christmas door wreath making and some of my little bulbs and just planted them, or really not so much planted as just placed down inside the moss. And that makes a really great gift or a really lovely table centrepiece. And just imagine the gift that keeps on going as those spring flowering bulbs come out into bloom. For me, no celebration is complete unless I've got my bunting hanging up. And this is bunting, again, I made years and years ago using a giant heart-shaped hole punch and a little tiny punch to thread through my yarn. And I'm just holding it very carefully because it does get a little bit tangled up. But I like to string those up across my chalkboard at home. I've got some ceiling lights in the kitchen that I string between, across my mantelpiece. And just at the end of the season, I make sure I fold them back together in order that the strings don't get all tangled. And warming to my bunting theme, this bunting here has been made out of old birthday cards. So I specifically chose the ones that had a pinkish tone with them. So it's saying Valentine's Day without being over the top red everywhere. In fact, looking at that, I think I've actually written out Happy Valentine's Day using my Cricut cutter. Oh, I'd forgotten I'd done that. How organised is that? If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love going to the charity shop, and equally I quite enjoy decluttering so I can clear out my cupboards and start the whole process out again. And this little cake plate bonbon dish was one of the items that I was ready to pass on. Now, I went to the vintage market in town at the weekend, and on one of the stalls it had a very similar dish to this, but it was painted, or it was coloured ready tones, and I thought, wouldn't that be lovely for Valentine's Day? And I thought, no, you're not going to buy it, Julie. You've got loads of spray paint at home. So what I'm going to do here is to give my little dish a paint on the underside, so we'll use it and perhaps put in some Valentine themed goodies. Let me know in the comments which of those 7 ideas grabs your attention, and perhaps you've got some other ways that you enjoy decorating for Valentine's Day without spending an absolute fortune. Do tell me about those ideas in the comments underneath this video. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you did subscribe, like the video and do comment. It really helps my channel to grow if you engage with the content that I'm creating for you. And if you've got any ideas of future videos you'd like me to make, again, let me know in the comments. That's all from me for now, and I'll see you again next time. I keep forgetting to say, I've got a free Facebook group on Facebook called Flower Start World, and I'll leave a link to it in the description underneath this video. That's the place where you can share your creative ideas for flower arranging and decorating around your home. That's all from me for now, and I'll see you again next time.